Hello and welcome to Access Paranormal. Well, we're back here in the studio once again. Still no Marie. She's still on holiday.
I know. It's a
Between
long
you
holiday,
and-
that, Jamie.
Well, yeah. Well, it's 2 weeks, isn't it?
My God.
Florida is a long way, isn't it, really?
Well, yeah, give her that one.
She'll be home soon anyway.
Yeah, she
And
will.
then I think I'll go on holiday for 2 weeks and punish them. But, Jonathan, this week we're down in a place called Castle Cottage,
In sunny,
Wiltshire.
Wiltshire.
I've got a right to do that as well because my family live down there.
Where they all talk a bit funny like.
Or you got my combine horse there, I have.
Yeah, that's the one.
it. Sorry, Andrew, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Or do you like that barbecue, Jamie? No, to be honest with you, we had a great time.
It's it.
Bit of a journey.
It's a long drive.
It was, yeah. And, yeah, we what we've done is we were invited down by Junior Paranormal.
We were.
We met up with Gemma, Michael, Aubrey, and
Finley.
And we had an absolutely cracking weekend with them. Well, I'm saying weekend, it was overnight, wasn't it, really?
Yeah. Oh, it was good though. We had a lovely
Oh, it was
time.
fantastic, yeah.
Brilliant.
We got there after them because we stopped off at my nephews
Yes.
and my cousins.
Yeah. We had a
Our
barbecue.
relatives, yeah. We had a lovely barbecue.
We
We
did.
met the family there. We had a lovely afternoon before we continued
Yeah.
on to Castle Cottage.
Yeah.
And it was great. Met Andrew.
Yeah.
You met his wife. Come on, you tell me.
Emma.
Emma. I didn't think you'd get that. Who else? Come on. I know they are.
Nick.
Nick, yep.
Juicy.
Judy, yep. Emma's sister. Emma's fella.
Yeah.
And
And the
Emma's
little
mum.
one.
Yeah.
And the
And
Emma's
the kids.
mum, yeah.
And the kids.
Yeah.
Don't ask me the name of the kids. But we had a great time. Thank you, Andrew Williams,
Yeah.
for putting on the barbecue. And we had fantastic weather at the same time.
We did.
Sat in the back garden there. Just had a really nice, relaxing time with
I
them
know,
before
yeah.
we headed down to...
And lots of lovely food, Jamie.
Oh, it's amazing, wasn't it?
Hospitality. Brilliant.
Oh, and we took cakes away.
I know.
Very tasty.
Were they nice, Jamie, yeah?
Yeah, they were. But saying all that, Lord, I mean, sadly, Andrew couldn't come with us. He wanted to come with us.
I
Couldn't,
know.
and
I
it
know.
was,
Well, he's into his
he's
paranormal,
into the
isn't
paranormal, and he will be coming with us.
he? Yeah. Yeah.
And we can't wait for that. We get him on the show and that.
Yeah,
everything else.
definitely, yeah.
You could tell he was itching to do it, wasn't he?
I know. It was.
So, Andrew, you will be coming with us. We're going to be sorting that because
Yeah.
we'll be coming back down to Wiltshire.
We will.
And we had a great time. And we've done the investigation, which you'll be listening in about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. Interesting.
It was very interesting. Really interesting. Unusual place.
It was. Middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Literally middle of nowhere.
it was. Well, we went from Andrews, didn't we?
Yeah.
Straight there. It was only about, 40 minutes?
Yeah, it was only 40 minutes drive from me.
Past Stonehenge on the way.
I know.
And you've never seen that place before.
I'd never been before.
So we passed there.
Yeah.
We ended up at this cottage, right, like you said, right in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful place.
Lovely it was.
And the funny thing is we were going to go out as well in the night time. We got shown where there was a castle,
Yeah, a
hence
wooden
the name. Yeah.
castle.
Hence the name Castle Cottage.
Yes.
What was interesting, Jonathan, is Michael took us there and he took us on this little walk.
I know what you're going to say.
You say it, go on, you say it.
Right. So he took us through the field, through a little field, where the horses came up to us.
Yeah.
Nay. Right. Through a gate, and then into a little forest, and he's showing us where the moat was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a wooden castle. That's how old it was.
Yeah.
And then he said, "We'll follow this path round." So he follows this path, and it goes round, and then it turns to the right,
Mm.
and then it just carried straight on. And then we got to the end, and he said, "We're back where we started."
It was It was like an illusion.
Well, it was, wasn't it? Because you walked up a bit, went to the right,
Kept walking.
just kept walking, but even Marie said, "What are you talking about?" We're back at the beginning,
Yeah.
where we started.
But that was one of the oddest things to happen.
It was just bizarre. I've just got to say it was bizarre because it just felt, apart from that right turn, it felt like you were just walking in a straight line. It certainly did not go round in one big circle around the castle.
You usually know when you're going round it because you usually know when you're going to go round the bend. But yeah, you usually know when you're going round.
Yeah.
And it was just felt like we walked straight, like you said, turned right, walked straight under these wire things.
Yeah.
And we come back and we went, how did we get back here?
It was just totally
We literally
strange.
we went round in one full circle, didn't we? It was
I know.
it was definitely a circle.
It was.
I was like that. Because I was thinking, I don't know whether you were thinking the same, we've got a long walk back here.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, where are we actually going to?
Yeah.
Is he going to take us somewhere, and then that's the remains of the castle up there?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then we're going to walk all the way back. And
I was planning it. I was thinking, right,
God.
so what we've got to do on the way back, we've got to go down here, turn right, and then straight back down to where the horses are.
Hello.
And when he said, right, it's okay, what we do is we might as well go back now. And I said, all right then. I thought, we were going to have to turn round and go all the way back again. Anyway, no, it's only through here. I went, you're kidding.
It was just so weird, wasn't it?
I'd like to do that again.
I would.
Just to think, yeah, we don't, to see if that illusion happens again.
Do you think it was because, I know the castle wasn't actually there. There was a little bit of a mound and the moat. You could see the moat going around. Right? But we didn't realise, well, he did tell us that the moat was there.
Mm.
There was a fence, wasn't there?
For the pheasants.
Yeah. No. Well, that just dispels my myth anyway. Because I was just going to say, if you're going to walk around nothing, then you would be a bit disillusioned. But there was a fence.
There was a fence right round. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late.
Just be careful, you're on radio.
No. I've said that for years. I can even say it fast as well. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. Try saying that. Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, it was just a weird illusion. But when we got back, I was like, God, we were only 30 seconds away from where we started off, and like,
I know.
Yeah.
It's very, very strange.
I still can't get my head around that.
I still can't.
And it wasn't in the water.
No.
It wasn't what we were drinking. It was definitely because I don't drink anyway. So.
Well, and I weren't drinking because I was driving.
Because you were driving, yeah.
And I don't drink anyway, really.
And then we went into the house. And, oh my God, it was beautiful.
It's just like a quaint little cottage. But some of the doorways were tiny.
Hit your head.
But they were about 4 foot thick.
I know. It was, and the owners won't live in it.
No, they won't.
Because it's haunted.
Yes.
And it was funny because, like you were saying about the door, we had a wander around. We filmed it all anyway. I've got to get comfortable. We had a wander around and everything else. And like you said, the doors, one side sometimes was higher than the other side because they had steps. But even the steps were creepy.
Yeah, they were.
Stairs
were tiny.
Yeah. And the corridor into the bed, towards the bedrooms, you know, when you go up the stairs, because
I know, yeah.
The stairs went up, turned right,
yeah,
and then you were in the corridor.
But that was huge.
The corridor was long.
Yeah.
But it was thin as well.
It was creepy.
I'd say it was about, would you say it was about 3 foot wide?
Yeah.
That's all it was, wasn't it? About 3 foot wide.
Yeah. It's weird.
And it was weird, but when you turned right or left, well, when you turned left, you go into the bedroom, the child's bedroom, which was haunted. Then you turned right, and then you went into like a little area where the toilet is.
Yeah.
But that was quite a big landing.
Yeah.
Then you went up the 3 little steps, and you were in the bigger room, which is where I was supposed to sleep in with Marie. But
Tell everyone why you have to sleep on the couch, Jamie.
A little girl called Aubrey decided to fall asleep on the bed where Marie was asleep, so I ended up on the settee. Aubrey, yeah. So, but I went up there to get changed because we came in casuals because we were like it was roasting, and we changed into our Access Paranormal podcast jackets and things like that. And I went up there to get changed and everything else, and I was on my own. And I don't know whether it was me or what, but when I was in that room and I was getting changed, I didn't feel as if I was on my own. I felt like I was being watched.
Right, okay.
So I got changed quickly and I was back down and out that room as quickly as I could. The next day I went back up to get changed again, and it felt completely different again. It felt calm, relaxed and everything while I was getting changed.
Well, at one point, I think Marie was upstairs with Gemma and Aubrey.
Yeah.
And Marie heard her name get called.
That's right, yeah.
But I think, was it Aubrey that was right behind her?
No, Aubrey was in front of her.
It's in front of her, so it wasn't. So she knew it wasn't her.
Yeah.
And she shouted Gemma, and it wasn't Gemma.
No.
And we were downstairs.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that after the investigation, because we're going to start the investigation in about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We're going to start it off first with Gemma.
Yes.
We decided to throw Gemma in at the deep end, and she'd done the sensory deprivation, and she'd never ever done it before. So we said, well, let's start with the sensory deprivation.
Yes.
So I'll tell you what, instead of us talking, we'll speak at the end of the show, towards the end of the show. And this is it. This is where we start off. It'll be Gemma first, and then it takes over a little bit later on with me and Jonathan. So enjoy the haunted cottage castle.
Okay. Right, I'm nervous about doing this.
Don't be nervous.
Okay.
I promise you I won't frighten you, okay? I'll do that when we finish, so don't think I'm going to frighten you. I promise you I won't frighten you.
That's why I'm set over here.
Okay, I'm just taking
You know how much of a black eye, okay?
No, just
So we're going to give Gemma's never done this before, so while we're here we might as well have a go, see? Up a bit higher, okay? And fire. You ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's anybody in this room with us now, if you can hear us or see us, please try and communicate with us. Come into the room. We're more than welcome to come in here with us. You've got Jonathan, you've got Finley, you've got Michael, you've got myself, Jamie, and this is Gemma. Now Gemma's got...
Disappoint.
Well, give us a chance to finish. I might impress you.
Who are you?
I'm Jamie. And this is Gemma. Now, if anyone in this building who can communicate through this system, communicate with it. Tell us your name if you want to. How many of them are? How many of you are there?
Believe to.
Believe to. You warmed it up, Michael.
Don't let.
don't let.
Don't let, yeah.
I was going to say, well, Gemma's just settling into getting used to
Done this before. If you want me to be quiet.
Hey?
Something. Are you asking me?
We're trying to ask you to come forward and tell us your name.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So you've not done it before, have you, Michael? What did you think?
It's in the basement.
We don't have access.
Well, no, there is a basement here.
Is there?
Here.
Oh,
We
is there a
can't get
basement?
access to it's blocked up.
Right, now we didn't know there was a basement here. So that's an interesting one.
Sorry, it was me. I'm going back.
Where are you going back to?
I can't.
You can't walk.
It's like pressure.
It's continuous, isn't it?
So what did you think of it?
I didn't. Sorry about that.
Take it back.
I just all I heard was the radio. And then every so often a word would come through.
Help me out here.
I wouldn't know it would be a word associated with a song that it was passing through or what. So to me, it was very difficult to pull anything out
I'm surprised.
because I heard like the word Radio 1 and I knew that I must have been scanning past it just the
I like that honesty.
the right turn. And to me, I was hearing words, the words I could understand. I spoke out.
5, 7.
5 of us in here and there's 7 of us all together. Yeah. So there's 5 of us in here, but
So-
automatically there's 7 of us.
To me, I've twice
Before.
I've used
Before what?
and
Does it mean
That-
before
doing
57?
it
Like
is-
1950?
Did you?
is a weird
It's
sensation,
embarrassing.
but it's to me it's just words coming through a radio, and if you pick up the right word,
Yeah.
but then I don't know what questions are being asked against what I was throwing out.
Yeah.
Are you stood close to Gemma?
See, this feels. Did you
Yeah,
move? Oh, dear, Joe. Put your hand down, Finley.
Pull my hand down.
Do that.
Put your hand up. Put it across the way.
There.
Not you.
If I have to.
That's said a few times though, if I have to.
Do you hear the tap?
My stomach rumbled.
See, this feels different.
No, but if
So
you,
when
if you notice, Gemma's got a different tone of voice.
Can you say my name?
But it was like someone was right next to her then as well.
Yeah. She did put her hand up
Yeah.
and jump.
You standing right by Gemma?
You are communicate through Gemma and let us know.
Fantastic job.
I know.
Where are you now?
Are you still in the room with us?
Michael. Get in the car.
That's interesting. You said what's my name.
Says Michael, get in the car.
Yeah.
So come to the car. Yeah.
Who else is in this room? Who am I pointing at now?
You die if you said it.
Answer the question, please.
It's taking a little while to respond.
Where shall we go?
So Michael, get in the car. Where shall we go?
Do you want to go home? Where is your home?
Going far.
Travelled long distance.
Well, we have travelled from the northwest.
Just 2 minutes ago.
That's the size of an animal, isn't it?
The irony was I felt like I was drifting off to sleep.
Yeah, you was. What is? What was that?
sounds like a cat.
Is that what was there?
Dad. Michael's gone out to have a look.
In the meantime,
Through the forest.
That's on the next show, The Forest.
is it?
Yeah.
It might be. It depends what Gemma says next.
Hello, yeah. What about The Forest?
Because it might not be.
Does it may mean the one over
Do it.
Do it.
Go in the forest behind this house.
So Michael's gone out to wear the cast because the only thing was Gemma was like that before.
She's done it a few
But-
times.
But she's
It's pitch black out there. I can't see anything. Whether it's something. Sounds like an animal, though, doesn't it?
It sounded like a cat. Gemma had her hands
In
down,
the
didn't
company.
she? In the
I don't really want to.
Do you want to talk to us?
Do you have a pet with you? If you do, can you tell us what type of animal it is?
No one.
No. Do you want us to go into the forest after?
Do you?
Do we? Do I? Yes, I'd like to go in the forest after. Is there a reason why?
Can you tell us your name?
Still.
Can you step away from Gemma, please?
Bad.
What's bad?
If she says the forest now, you're on your own.
If he says the forest, now there'll be another show, but it'll be the forest.
coming up in part 2.
3, 4.
In 2 days' time.
Coming up in part 2, not the forest.
Part 2 is going home.
What did we do? We left Jamie in the forest for 6 months.
Hello.
I was next door.
Oh,
Hello. Hello, nice to meet you.
I'm 5.
You're 5.
My name.
Do you know they talk with a different voice?
Hazel.
Have you
My name
noticed?
is Hazel.
You notice?
Yeah, she
The voice.
the voice change.
Listen to when she talks.
This is what happens to certain people when you do it.
So it didn't happen when you.
What the swear word? Thank you very much.
You know what I mean?
Something's up.
You're more
What's wrong?
sceptical now, aren't you?
Yeah. No, but I'm hearing her voice is just a different tone.
That's
But
what
then
happens.
is that what happens with the sound? And it just makes your voice sound a bit.
Please accept.
That's different again.
Do you mimic?
Some sort of, yeah. So it is like
10.
it is like the sort
A lot.
taking on, reviewing them, and actually communicating through you.
I am.
You are what?
They've changed.
Who changed?
Did you live here?
Miles apart.
Did you live here?
Carefully. Clamping down.
Did you travel through here?
The forest.
It's twice.
What's
It's about 20.
I think we have 10.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad about what?
What do you think about Gemma?
Doing it now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say, yeah. As I say, I was hearing words and I couldn't make them out. So maybe she's hearing
In the 60s.
similar words that she can make.
I have been before.
I don't know. I'm pretty close-minded, so to me, I'm listening for the perfect.
Yeah. Whereas Gemma might be, just think she might be picking up on what's sort of coming through.
She might be able to put the words together more than what I am because I'm not listening close enough.
Yeah. She's
Potentially.
more sensitive.
Yeah.
Good.
But she has been experiencing stuff since she was a child, so
I'm hungry. Yes, sort of.
It's like,
Hello.
it's for me, that's like two people having a conversation.
How many people are in
I
this?
didn't want to.
He's said that before, but thinking back, she's. It's like whoever's coming through there. I'm trying to think now is the way I'm thinking about it is they're making conversation with Gemma.
no one else.
It's a superstar.
Well, they're making conversation with Gemma, but they're repeating what they said earlier on as well, apart from superstar.
Misdiagnosed.
What were you misdiagnosed with?
What year?
I feel fine.
What year do you think it is?
Dark.
It is dark outside.
A little bit. It's myself.
Do you like the dark?
Pretty terrified.
that one then?
A spell.
That was next door. It's coming downstairs then.
They come.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like they're trying to make it seem like something. You know what I mean?
5.
There are 5 people in here.
Yeah. That's close to school from. How many people together?
See, it's like an unsure person on it. I'm finding it fascinating how you are word associating. So she may say something that's a couple of minutes after a
This is right.
question you've said.
It was
You'll
very
take
hot.
it that it's an answer to that question.
Yeah, he's... See, they always said that about the Oculus.
Yeah.
They always said that about that. They always said when it says a word, it's an
Take
answer
us.
from the question before, and not the one you just asked.
I'll tell you why.
Covering you for the wrong answer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know what you're saying.
I know people have had stuff where stuff has been said
Buckle up,
and it's
police officer.
unexplainable why the answers. How many spirits are in this room?
The mayor.
The man. I mean,
Today.
I don't think there could have been a mayor here,
No.
even back in the day.
Oh, what?
But mayors are modern things, aren't they? They're not.
A mayor.
Wondered. When I felt like that.
It's a sushi.
She's well away, isn't she?
Through the trees.
See, that's
The
flickering.
woods through the trees.
Yeah, but is it flickering because it's picking up the radio?
It could be
Gemma.
Gemma through the trees.
Do you want Gemma to go into the?
Gemma.
Do you want Gemma to go into the forest?
Alone.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to stop that because I keep hearing my name and it's freaking me out. It's freaking me out.
What did you think of it?
I don't know if you saw me doing that.
Yeah, a few times.
That's
What was it?
because I thought one of you had got up and stood there
No.
because I could feel like somebody was stood next to me,
That was me.
and I didn't like it.
Did you
And
feel
And that's
any
why I
kind
was
of-
moving, like
Yeah.
because I felt like someone was stood here,
Did you
and
feel
I've just
any-
been hearing my name being said. And I don't like
Did
that.
you feel an animal?
Did I feel an animal?
Yeah, we thought you felt an animal.
I don't know.
But
There's
we
a
had-
lot going on
we
in
had
there.
What sounds like a cat meowing.
After you'd been like,
Yeah.
so we were wondering
Well,
whether
there was a point
because you went lower.
when I did go like, because I felt like something was near my leg, but I don't know when I was.
Because there was 3 meows, wasn't there?
Do you want me to switch? Do you want me to stop it?
So
Yeah,
anybody else
just
want to have a go? I know Finley can't, but do you want to have a go, John?
So did any of that? There was a lot of words
Yeah, he
coming
just kept
through.
saying into the
Yeah.
woods.
Out
Into the
into the
woods.
forest.
Into
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
into the
I've
forest.
to be honest, I've got about 5 pages worth of what you
Was it
said.
answering any of your questions though?
Um,
Was it just-
one,
No.
one of them
Only it said
was
5.
Well,
who is Michael's name and It
And you
did
said
say
Michael.
Michael.
See now, see we were saying.
But it said Michael, get in the car.
I'm going to ask again if there's anybody here with us now. If you wish to do so, and you can you make contact with us? Push the telly over, do something in the room, something the way you can communicate with us.
You touch one of them little bowls. There's one on the doll. It's on the fireplace. There's one that's on the floor. Just come forward and let us know you're still here, please.
The bedroom, I was going to sleep in until I went up before I found two people sleeping there. I was getting changed in there earlier on today, or this evening anyway, and I felt as if there was something in there with me when I wanted to get out of the room quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was still daylight then as well. It was just starting to go dark.
Yeah.
And then we found that Michael, and that was telling us that the story is in that room, people do, it's like they're in that room. Sometimes the wardrobe's open on their own.
Right.
They were explaining that to us, and a sense of that there's somebody in the room with you.
Oh, wow.
So, but when I was putting the outfit on, I felt strange just being in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he was lying up when I went up. Maybe he was lying there on the bed. She's got no fear of anything, has she?
Don't bother us, does it?
No. Come on, if there's somebody here, do something, please. All we're asking you to do is show that you're here.
Well, we don't mean you any harm.
If you can open the door or move something, that'd be great.
Could you tap on the table?
Could you copy me? Can you do that?
Come on, please.
I could hear talking then. Listen. It's alright. It's next door's television.
How can you hear that? I can't hear it.
Got ears. Let me just put my ears to the wall. Would you believe I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Yes, next door's playing music and that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Pretty low, but you can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, earlier on, Gemma thought there was somebody tall standing here. So if there is anybody in here who's quite tall, let us know you're here. We don't mind. Come on, please do something for us. Can you not hear it, Jonathan?
No.
Good. Can you copy me? The people who own this house, the gentleman who owns the house, refuses to come in, doesn't he? He just pops in and goes in quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Because of the activity, what goes on in it.
Yeah. So there was a wooden fort, wasn't there? In Castle.
In the woods.
Yeah, out in the woods.
We were going to go to it, but like we said a little bit earlier on,
Yeah.
way too late and too early.
Did you hear that then?
Eh?
Did you hear that then?
What was it?
Like a tap over there. Like a tap over there then.
Can you do it again, please? Copy me. If you can see something you'd like to move, just move it. Can you move the doll? See that top?
I never heard that one.
Don't even know where it come from. Do it again. It's funny because earlier on the other one, I think it was we were doing the interviews, or they were interviewing us. There was a section, wasn't there, where you thought you seen a light on the wall.
Well, I seen a light on the wall there.
Yeah. We've done a test after the interview.
But do you remember when Michael was doing a sensory deprivation? I seen a light on him. What did you say or hear then?
I thought I seen something move across the floor.
Right.
That's why I looked down below.
Right. I'll have to review the footage.
Yeah.
Because I seen something over there.
Around the same area.
Yeah, in the same area.
What did you see?
I seen like an orb coming up, but I thought I saw something move.
That's what I thought was movements. If you're here, or in this area where we are, if you're in this little place here, can you move the ball, make the lights flash, or put the torch on, just press it, and lights will come out of that? Are you able to do that for us?
Come on, we don't mean you any harm.
No?
I'm not here to hurt you. We come with respect. All we'd like to do is chat to you. To come and say hello, whichever way you can. Let K2 go then?
I was watching
Don't
over
know.
there. Can you make the light flash on this little item here on the table? If you go up to where the green light is and try to touch it, it might go up, right? The whole lights might go up.
Come on, it's been very active in here tonight. Is he with us tonight? Come on. If there's anybody else in this cottage, in any of the other rooms, would you like to come in and see us? We're in now what they call the lounge.
Could be me.
Well, can you affect some of the equipment in this room? Come on.
Close your eyes to concentrate. Oh, no, it's Maria asleep.
Yeah. You go close to the little green light on the table.
Casey's just gone off then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hope you've captured that then.
Yeah, I'm on it. I was on it. Can you go near to that green light again, please? It'll just flash, won't do you any harm. It'll flash, and if you go right up to it, it'll flash right up to red. It won't do nothing to you. Or could you make the light flash where the little green light is on the table? You go right up to it. You can then go. I thought I saw something number. I don't know. Go on, just move right up to the little green light. All the lights will flash right up to red. We'll know where you are. I just saw something then.
Seems very calm now. What do you think?
It does.
But
I thought I saw something go past that little TV cabinet.
come on and do something. Show us you're here.
Can you show yourself in some sort of life form? Come on, please. Come on, we're going to have to go soon.
Mm-hmm. Casey's just gone out. Is that you saying good night to us? If you can make that light flash again, please, can you do it?
Come on, we'd like to say good night.
Really good here at the Castle Cottage, hasn't it?
Well, it's been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah. So the spirits that are here in this house, thank you for welcoming us into the building. We all appreciate it. We all know you're trying to look after the house, and I'm sure the owners now are trying to look after the house. But we will come back and see it again. And what a great night, Jonathan, it's been.
Yeah, it's been really good, you know.
Yeah. It's been nice to actually share an investigation. Our first official investigation with Junior Paranormal, who invited us along to the place, not to film our podcast, not to just do an experience of a paranormal investigation. So, we've got to say thanks to them as well, haven't we, really?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Coming along.
Yeah, most definitely big thanks to them.
It's a huge thank you to them, and especially the people who own Castle Cottage here.
Yeah.
You've got an amazing place. And I've got to say, Jonathan, it really was an amazing place.
It really was.
Yeah.
I loved every minute of it.
We did. And great company as well with Junior Paranormal. They were great.
Definitely, as always.
Do you know what? Even when we got up in the morning, they were like really great.
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend going with them again.
Oh, God, yeah.
Breakfast was nice, though. Really thought I'd pinched the hot chocolate off Gemma.
Did she?
Yeah. Gemma had made me a nice hot chocolate.
Yeah, and she made me a nice cup of tea.
Yeah. But did you notice, going on to the investigation there, I know we done Gemma with the deprivation, sensory deprivation,
Well-
because you'd never done it before.
The reason why we never put, because I done it,
You did.
you done it,
I did.
Michael done it,
We did.
and Gemma done it.
She did.
But strangely enough, there was only Gemma that really got anything.
We got the odd things.
Yeah, we got
But-
the odd little thing, but nothing.
Not enough to put it on the radio.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it would have sent you to sleep with us doing it, wouldn't
It would.
it? But Gemma was interesting.
Yeah, but I just found it interesting that, and Marie and Aubrey were,
Asleep.
yeah, they were
No
on a
doubt
different
about it. They
planet
were
at
just
that time.
completely gone, weren't they?
Yeah. So yeah, Gemma was the only female that was awake.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seemed strange that it was only her that got anything.
And it was 3 males and a female,
Yeah,
and it seemed to have like backed off us,
yeah,
because Gemma had quite a few things happen to her in the cottage as well.
she did.
And especially when we put that doll on, she did not like the doll, did she?
Oh
It
no.
really creeped her out, that.
Yeah, she didn't like that whatsoever.
But Aubrey enjoyed it.
Strangely enough,
Yeah. She had no
was walking
fear.
around with it.
She had no fear of it at all, did
I
she?
know.
Which was very strange.
Yeah,
But
freaks
she's
me
quite a
out
big
sometimes.
kid anyway. And I've got to say, Finley,
Mm.
he never went to bed.
No, we
He
never.
stayed up the whole night.
I know.
That's some
What?
serious ghost busting, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, for the age of him as well.
I know.
I've got to give him his due. Well done, Finley.
Oh yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
But I bet he slept all the way home.
I bet you he did. And the
Yeah.
next day.
But you were saying, didn't you, last week, you were saying that Gemma didn't contact you for a week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he was zonked out. I think they were all,
I know,
because
yeah.
I never heard from them. You never heard from them. It must have
all
took them out,
catching up.
yeah.
I know.
So yeah,
But-
can't blame them though.
Talking about our little invest we done. I mean, we heard footsteps.
But
Now I know what the but is.
not on the night.
No.
It's only when we were listening back to the show. And I went,
Yes.
there's footsteps there.
I know.
And you could actually hear them clearly.
Yes.
And we were in the same room. We were in like what we call a living room, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we couldn't hear them footsteps whatsoever.
No.
And
Very,
when we
very
listen back to
strange.
the audio, if you want to listen to this is going to be on. Oh dearie me!
Oh dear.
This will be on next Friday, because it's always on the week after. This goes out on the Sundays, and we always put
It goes onto
we always put it
YouTube.
onto YouTube on the Friday following.
Access Paranormal Radio.
So if you want to listen back on it, you can have a listen back to it then.
Yeah.
Just go, like Jonathan said, go to Access Paranormal Radio and have a listen back there.
Yes. Most definitely.
It was interesting because it not just happened once; it happened twice.
It did happen twice.
But the second one, you said you could hear it running,
Yeah, you could hear it running.
and we know it wasn't any of the other 4
No, but
because they were dead to the world.
but it was Marie and Aubrey that were like above us.
Yeah, and they were fast asleep.
They were.
Because if you remember when I was going to go to bed, I went upstairs and I opened the door and nobody was fast asleep. Millie was fast asleep and I
Yes.
ended up back downstairs again.
I know.
I was laughing at you, thinking that you were sleeping in the living room on your own.
Hey, I was like cosy in my sleeping bag, mate.
I had the coat over me, I was gone.
Hello.
I was just gone. I was so tired that night.
Oh,
But,
God. Got plenty of little taps as well. I seen a big light on the wall.
That's right, because you thought it was a torch.
Yeah, but no one had a torch
No.
on. And there was nowhere else that light could have come from.
Well, we tested the sensitive torch, didn't we?
Yes.
And it didn't even light up that
Yeah.
wall. It was just enough
Yeah.
to light up.
Well,
and
I think
that
it was standing there. Marie was still up at that point, wasn't she?
Yes,
I
she
think.
was. Because we'd just done the podcast with Junior Paranormal,
Yeah.
which will be on their page, on their
It
YouTube
will.
page. Yeah.
That was a turnaround, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because they interviewed us.
Yeah. We've got to say, let's have a little bit of a chat about that.
Yeah.
we always do the podcast. We absolutely love doing the podcasts. And it got switched around on us.
It did.
Yeah. And it ended up Junior Paranormal, which was Gemma, Michael, Aubrey and Finley asking us questions.
I know.
And as a thank you, we're letting them put it on their YouTube channel.
Yes,
We're not going to put it on ours. We're going to give it to them to put on theirs. Hopefully they'll enjoy it. Yeah. But Aubrey and Finley wanted to do like something off the cuff, didn't they?
Yes.
And they wanted to turn it round and become us.
I know.
So Finley ended up being me.
Yeah.
Aubrey ended up being you. And the funniest
Marie.
thing, they turned around and said, there's no use as being Jonathan because he's never here, he's always on holiday.
I know, yeah. Get them back, you know.
It was a bit of fun for them. It was a bit of fun for us as well.
It
It was quite relaxing and everything else.
Yeah.
But it felt strange, didn't it, being interviewed by 4 people throwing questions at us.
Yeah.
It was good.
I enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed
It
it.
was different.
I've kept the audio.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the audio.
Yeah.
Because I think that will be on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a must.
It is.
Definitely.
That I mean, I'm not going to put the Aubrey and or Finley doing us on the radio.
No, we'll let them have that.
Especially for their podcast on their YouTube channel.
Oh, definitely.
So, Michael and that, you better start. I'll edit it for you, and you can put it up on yours.
Yeah.
That's a gift.
And let us know when it comes out.
yeah. Let us know, and we'll put a link to it anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was good. And even though not loads happened.
No, but do you know when we've listened back,
and
then when you put it all together,
it
was quite active.
It was. Oh, I'm so sorry.
One of them taps, and I think it. Do you know the sofa that I was on?
And
it was behind me on the top wall.
And
I don't know whether it's where like the electric meter or gas meter or whatever came in to the house. There was a big tap in there.
Yep.
And that was inside. We had the light on the wall. There's all the stuff that happened to Gemma.
The sound of a cat inside the house.
Yeah. And there was also
in the room where we were.
There was also a growl.
Yes.
At some point.
Here's me saying not much happened, and like I think we've listed half a book there.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else happened. It's just gone out my head. Oh no, yeah. This was the only interesting part of your sensory deprivation.
What was that?
Because you thought there was someone there.
Oh yeah, because I put my arm out to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. Now that was quite interesting. And who was it? Was it you or was it Gemma? I thought someone was by the wall.
Gemma, I think that was.
I think that was Gemma, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
But you actually went to me if you moved.
That's right, yeah. Because I thought you'd moved.
You thought I'd actually got
and
up.
You hadn't.
I was sat next to you at that point, and because you said to me, if you moved, obviously you couldn't hear me.
No,
but
yeah. So, okay then, I'll change my mind. A few things did happen.
Yeah.
So, Jonathan, it's come to the end of the show.
Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I know, doesn't it?
We had some great fun, especially down in the Castle Cottage, which you've all just listened to.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to it again, please go to our Access Paranormal podcast channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Access Paranormal radio channel on YouTube, and you'll be able to hear it. So, Jonathan, we've got to go. We'll be back again next week, hopefully with Millie as well. And we'll see you then. Good night from Access Paranormal.
Good night.